Nope. Another SCP animated videos where the dragons went. By the very first second or whatever of this, I see here be dragons. That reminds me of the Expanse. I need to know what's going on here. I don't. Let's not spoil ourselves. Let's go.
What is there to be said of where the dragons went? Just as much as any other tale, and more if you're a romantic. The answer is simple. A cardboard box, spray-painted silver. On its side, 3 words were written in black permanent marker. Here be dragons. What do we know of its history? Well, it began with a family of creatives, one so imaginative and passionate that they could bend our reality with their thoughts. The wonders of their imagination came spilling into the world, gracing it with whimsy and light. With this ability, they crafted a room in their home, one filled with magic. Ooh. This exquisite place had no rival in all the world. Its walls were of the purest white marble, covered in etchings of fantastic creatures. Its ceiling stretched so high, it appeared to have no ceiling at all, instead being blanketed by dainty clouds overhead. But this magical room was more than just visual splendor. It was also a portal. And this was the place from which the dragons emerged. Their full glory was so grand that it defied description. They stood tall and strong, and their eyes were so full of wisdom that anyone caught in their gaze was paralyzed by wonder. We haven't seen the other side of this portal, but if the dragons are to be believed, it is filled with all sorts of natural wonders and fantastic creatures, from towering, enigmatic bumpkles to the conniving, gem-thieving Zargarths. For years, this family of creators
I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucking with this
pristine
story so much, it's gonna turn into horror, though. The best horror always starts off with an attention-grabbing story. Not gonna lie to you.
Condition.
Let me stop
not
saying
only
that.
for their sake, but for the dragons as well. They spoke often, growing to understand and love each other. Over the years, they became inseparable friends and allies. Their beautiful friendship is still remembered by the dragons
How to
today,
Train Your Dragon
or so we believe.
to fucking
It is unknown why the family
Reign
was
of
unable to
Dragon.
maintain the room, but once they stopped, it began to shrink. When it was discovered, the room had become the small silver cardboard box, and it sat in a sterile, white-walled room in a facility, a room within a room. On occasion, the dragons still emerged from the box, but just as the room had faded from its full glory, so too had the dragons. In their own reality, they still appeared as beautiful and strong as ever. But in our reality, the belief in their fantasy world had faded so much that their bodies could no longer be sustained. Instead, they appeared as paper dragons, flying about as shadows of their former selves. Though
That's
they
a
didn't
good-ass story.
inspire as much awe as they once had, it was still a wonder to see hundreds of paper dragons flutter and circle the room when they emerged. They could still observe us, too, just as we observed them. They sent notes for us to read, updating us how their world had changed since the family left the room.
You have found us. Thank you. It has been so long since we last saw each other, friends. The peace has been upheld. The giants and behemoths have kept their word and have not caused any trouble since you last
Man,
came
dragon
and gave
voices
the
be
order.
the fucking
We
best,
missed
bro.
your company. How has your family been? Do you
Paterfamilias.
still know how to work your room?
Fucking reptiles,
You are
bro.
welcome to visit anytime. It's strange to see how much your world has changed. It is even stranger to see how we now appear in this place. In fantasy, we are much bigger. Or maybe you've grown taller. Fantasy is still the same. We hope you can visit us like you used to. Though our room is as grand as ever, it appears yours has shrunken. We do not understand. The rooms were supposed to be maintained, as was our agreement. Please restore the belief.
These notes came with each appearance of the paper dragons, telling tales of how the fantasy world had fallen since the departure of the family.
Okay,
It appeared that they were very involved in the working of the fantasy world, though in their absence, the order that they created was disintegrating, like the box that connected the two worlds.
Even now,
The notes-
fantasy as a whole just isn't. You feel me? Like, people don't be fucking with it as much as. I mean, like, it's the same way where people be like, they don't fuck with science fiction. People be fucking with science fiction and people be fucking with fantasy. They just. You gotta wrap it up in a story they like, type shit. Like.
Grew bleaker over time.
Like, I feel like if you release this movie, where it's just like, oh, dragons used to be, and then they were tied to this magic of this family, and as belief dwindled, then so did the prowess of the dragons, and they turned into paper dragons, and then, I don't know what the rest of this movie is, but that setup so far, that's beautiful.
The isolation of the box in the facility was detrimental, keeping it away from the imaginative energy it needed to exist. Surrounded by cold, sterile walls and fluorescent
That's
lights,
bad, bro.
it was cut off from the rest of the world. The next note came with the appearance of only 20 dragons.
Friends, we apologize for our few numbers. We have had to remain in fantasy for quite some time. The others are growing impatient. We are trying to keep the peace, but please, for all of our happiness, repair the room quickly. We know you are trying. Your family is the most imaginative of us all.
Their faith in us was heartbreaking. They called us friends, and we called them SCPs. We had lost sight of the
Yeah, I was about to
imagination
ask
they
if this was the
thrived
same
on
family, and I don't think it is, right? No, this is the sciences.
that sustained their magic. The next appearance of the dragons was accompanied by 3 balls of crumpled yellow paper, which shook and rolled around on the floor before laying still, appearing to die.
The giants were foolish. Your room was not ready to accept them yet. We're sorry, friends. We hope that we can still see you, but time is growing short for our happiness.
What fragile peace existed in their world seemed to be deteriorating, with frustrated parties like the Giants trying to come and speak with
This
us
is actually
directly.
fucked up.
Their bodies, the crumpled pieces of paper, were picked up by the paper dragons and carried back into the box when they departed. Their reverence and respect was lost on us. Their visits became shorter and more tension-filled, and their numbers dwindled further. The next note was delivered by 5 dragons, who departed immediately after placing it on the sterile facility floor.
Tensions are rising. Fantasy is becoming darker. We, the serpents and the hybrids, are furiously trying to hold them back. But the giants and elves wish to strike and make an entrance. They say that your family has grown stupid and ignorant. We hope this untrue. It would sadden us all greatly to know you have forgotten.
They had been optimistic about our inaction until this point, but it seemed that they were losing a battle and could no longer afford to hold out hope.
This is so
A few of us
fucking
wondered
sad,
what
bro.
tragedies were happening on the other side. Surely the immense, shimmering beasts were holding the unfriendly forces at bay. And if they couldn't, what would come through the box then? Living paper giants? Real flesh and blood giants? The threat was assessed to be minimal, though there was nothing we could do, even if we wanted to intervene in their struggle.
What are you talking
Soon
about?
after the last note, a single red dragon crawled from the box.
Why the
Its
fuck would you
wings
keep this
torn,
box?
And its body noticeably crumpled. Shortly after emerging,
SCP pissed
it
me off.
collapsed on the floor and did not
The
move
foundation
again.
is fucking pissing me off right now.
War. Goodbye, friends.
A couple hours later, the box flew open and a white-hot fire
Good.
burst from within, rising high
All you
above
niggas
the
need to
box's
die.
rim. The heat was so intense that the glass of the observation
Good.
window began to melt, and the walls blistered and burned, and the ceiling charred. This
Nigga.
blazing fire seemed to continue for hours. Then suddenly, several dozen crumpled paper balls and torn shreds were thrown out of the box. They fell to the floor, unmoving. Then all at once,
I didn't say the dragons
the
were
box
gonna die. I
went
say all
still.
these fucking foundation people
It was empty,
die, by the way.
as it always had been. Over the next few weeks, the box periodically opened with its fiery fury. More paper bodies would appear each time, though their numbers steadily decreased.
I'm ready for the giants to
We had
come and
no
kill
way
all
of
you
knowing
niggas,
when
man.
the box would close for the last time, but it did, and it remains.
Are dragons
for
the only one
months
that can come through?
afterwards. In its silent, still state, one researcher looked inside and discovered a note.
Are you still out there, friends? We miss you dearly. Fantasy is no longer safe. Our haven, your beautiful creation, is gone. The giants are dead. The centaurs are dead. The birds have fled. We are going to bury your room. We cannot risk hurting you. This is our goodbye. Maybe one day your family can build another room. This may be a hollow hope, but we will cherish this thought.
The final note
This
from the
is-
dragons came sometime after. The box had returned to its original state, but with one key difference. The side now read, "Here were dragons."
Master says that we won't see you again. We are sad.
That
So
fucking
are the
art
remaining
is
others.
decent,
Fill each other's heads
nigga.
with
What?
dreams and goals. It is so sad that we cannot share them any longer. Master says we have to go. He says that he will make us a new fantasy. He says you cannot be a part of it. We are sad. We love you. We will not forget you. We are scared. Will you forget us?
Hold on. What's going on now? What's going on now? What's going on now, bro? What the fuck is this? Oh man, what's going on, bro? I wanted to know what's going on. Oh man. I'm just gonna have faith that I'm gonna run it back into this story later. It said Beast of the Old something. I just hope to fucking God, man. What's up with the sequel to this shit? Come on, man. What's going on? Yeah, this is a no, I don't, yeah. That's my like. Yeah, this shit, bro. Man. This shit, man. So you know what's so fucked up, man? They'll do all this shit to like contain and to cure and fucking like I don't want to say protect, but they'll do all this extra shit to make sure that the evil shit doesn't break out and doesn't, affect humanity. But they can't even give dragons a little bit of love. It's crazy. Yeah, this is the last one I'm I'm reacting to for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.